Hola mis amigos impossible amigas, my name is Tanfree16. Welcome to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 98. It is Thursday, or maybe it's Wednesday if you're watching this on Patreon. Shout out to Patreon, so have the option to watch this a day early, but whether you're watching this on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day, let's read some comments. The next video down from this video in my feed is about Jimmy Savile. Well, it's about the only thing Jimmy Savile related you're going to see in this channel then, aside from this comment, because I've addressed this before, and this should be obvious, but just in case, I'll address it again. I'm not in the business of giving a platform to sexual predators, so anything with Jimmy Savile or Rolf Harris or whatever in it, don't expect me to be doing anything like that. I've almost given up hope. Please rank the Father Ted episode and God Created Women. That's where Mrs. Doyle really steals the episode. Well, I'm gonna get to all of them. I've only got like, what, 11 left? So sometime in between now and April, we'll get it done. An Anglophile is simply a non-British person who admires Britain. I don't know if admires is the right word. I don't know if I admire any country. I enjoy things from Britain, so if that counts, then there you go. Personally, I think you should do the Ricky Gervais show in order because they refer back to previous jokes, so if you do it randomly, there'll be episodes you don't get. That's a fair point. I didn't think about that. It's doing a little poorly early on, the second episode is, but first episode did that too, so if it picks up and we end up doing more, then yeah, maybe I'll go in order. I can absolutely guarantee that Cambodia never organized a battle between a lion and a bunch of midgets. A bit ironic considering how much Ricky and Steve give Karl hassle for his ridiculous and bogus story. Well, yeah, it was partially true, they just got it reversed. It was actually a bunch of basketball players fighting tigers. Halloween shows: Ghosts, BBC sitcom, Charlie Brooker's Dead Set, Channel 4 horror comedy, Garth Mangini's Dark Place, Channel 4 parody horror. Ghosts seems like a lot of people have suggested to me, not rejected, suggested to me, so I could look into that. I still need to do that Charlie Brooker recent thing, the antiviral wipe or whatever it was, the one he did this year. I still need to do that as well. And then Garth Mangini's Dark Place has been very highly requested. I don't know if I could get that on YouTube or not. Probably not. But if I have room for it this month, then yeah, I can maybe do it. Paul is friends with Angus Staten's wife, which would explain why he was so relentless and like genuinely angry. That makes sense. Near the end, it was kind of like, all right, we get it, you know. And some people made the point that even though it was a 30-minute episode, they taped for longer than that. So who knows how long he actually went on with it. But I mean, I can understand that. Amidst the days when the news wasn't all about Brexit and coronavirus, is Brexit still going on? I swear they left the EU earlier in the year, didn't they? Or maybe they're still in a transitional period. I thought that shit was done with, but coronavirus, yeah, that's still, we're still gonna hear about that for a little bit. If you consider One Foot in the Grave comes to mind as Angus played one of the neighbors, yeah, we'll be doing it sometime soon. I need to do it before I do a certain Father Ted episode, the mainland. So that'll be a good like signal or preview, whatever. Whenever I end up doing One Foot in the Grave, you'll know that Father Ted episode is not too far behind. There are loads of UK panel shows. Most of them are awful, but Have I Got News for You is usually good and often very good. Well, I mean, that's a matter of opinion, but panel shows just never really took off in the US. It's never really been a thing here, which is a shame because they seem like they're really fun. They seem really fun. And I don't know if they would work here. I feel like they would, and I also feel like they wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like they could be fun, personally, but it's never a concept that's really taken to America. I should clarify, not really taken to America in recent years. It was actually, there were a lot of good US panel shows in the 70s and 80s, but since then it's really dropped off. You have to react to Brian Blessed when he hosted the show. It was hilarious. You see, I've gotten two major suggestions. Either A, yes, do the Boris Johnson episode, or B, watch the Brian Blessed episode. Is it Blessed or Blessed? It's Blessed, isn't it? Is Blessed? I think I'm correct. But Rob got me both, so if Have I Got News for You does well enough, then we'll do one of those in the future, if not both. Sorry, I couldn't watch this episode. I liked Angus and find it painful to watch. I'd be hoping you react to this show, but you had to go and choose the one episode I never wanted to see again. Yeah, you got me, John. I did it just for you. I was sitting, you know, just looking at my reaction videos folder, and I thought, which one of these would John Steele hate the most? Probably this one, so that's why I went and did it. You got me, bud. In later episode, Rennie Gordon Kay has a huge scar on his forehead. This is from an accident that Kay suffered when a piece of advertising hoarding smashed through his car's windshield during the Burns Day storm in January 25th, 1990. It took 5 hours of surgery to save his life. I remember the news story just as well as the storm itself, which ripped off the room of our family home and tore our small farm to pieces, depositing most of it up to 35 miles away. Well, goddamn, that's a hell of a storm. Glad he made it out. Obviously, he's passed away now, I believe, unfortunately. I don't want to say that and be wrong. I'm pretty sure, though, at this point, he is no longer with us. I just want to clarify that. Yeah, he died in January of 2017 at the age of 75. Damn. But that is a hell of a thing to survive. Always thought that Hello Hello was one of the worst sitcoms made, and I'm a fan of Are You Being Served, Lloyd and Croft's other sitcom. I just think it's putrid and a one-joke idea. It was conceived as a parody of the BBC show Secret Army, which is an excellent drama about the French Resistance. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did and it was so popular. Theme tune is very good, though. By the way, Tony Robinson, who plays Baldrick in Blackadder, considers Hello Hello highly offensive. Well, it's weird how you say that like it would influence anything, I think. And second of all, with all due respect to Tony Robinson, I enjoyed him in Blackadder. That kind of makes him sound like a pussy, because I didn't really think there was anything offensive in the show that I heard. I mean, surely, I don't know what he could have found offensive. Surely it wasn't about humorizing a major world war, considering he was in the show that did exactly that. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, what I just said just now about Tony Robinson was more offensive than anything I heard in the show. Yes, the joke is they're all speaking different languages, but all in English. The gag becomes more obvious with the introduction of Officer Crabtree in the second series, whose catchphrase is perhaps the most famous both to emerge from the show. He's an undercover British policeman, tries to speak French, but in English. Trust me, it makes a lot of sense when you see it. Got you. Yeah, that's pretty, at first I was confused by it, but it's a pretty good way of getting around it, because, I mean, obviously if you did a show actually in 4 different languages, I don't know, I guess it could work, but you'd have to get like people who could actually speak the languages, and it was a fun way to work around that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from Reading Your Comments 97, American Reacts to Have I Got News For You, American Reacts to Ricky Gervais Show 2, and American Reacts to Hello Hello. So, this video, the 8 out of 10 Cats re-upload and the upload on Friday and the upload on Monday are the places to comment if you want a chance to get your comment read next week in Reading Your Comments 99. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel for Freaks Views, my Twitter. If you want to follow me, my Patreon, if you want to support me on my daily motion and my VO, all those things are down in the description down below. Thank you to all 55 of my Patrons currently named in the description. For those of you who don't know, I don't have tiers on Patreon, so you can be a Patreon for me for $1, £1, however much you want. And if you're a Patreon of me, you get the Reading Your Comments as well as the reaction videos a day early, sometimes more. Also in the description is linked to community Reddit as well as the daily schedule. For all that being said, though, my name is Tapper16. This has been another episode of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time.